Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be focusing on shoulder stability and strength. So we'll go ahead and begin in a child's pose. Take your big toes together, bring your knees as wide as you'd like as you sit your hips back towards your heels, and then hinge forward. To start, keep your arms back, reaching towards your feet. Let your forehead settle into the mat. Begin to lengthen through your spine. As you draw the shoulder blades down the back, reaching your fingertips towards the wall behind you. Let the whole body relax. Start to deepen your breathing in and out through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale, let it all go. Few more deep breaths here. You might begin to rock your forehead gently side to side along the mat, releasing any tension through your neck. And just feeling that grounding effect as your forehead presses down into the earth. Good. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. And on your next inhale, reach your arms forward, extend your child's pose. You can crawl your fingertips towards the front of the mat at the same time as you pull the shoulder blades down towards your waistband. Finding that opposing action to stretch the spine. Making space around the neck. On your next inhale, press into your fingertips, lifting your forearms up off the mat, lift your head up, and then start to walk your whole torso all the way over to the right. Twisting your child's pose. Think about pulling your left ribs down towards your thigh as your right ribs lift up towards the ceiling. Let your chest melt down onto your right thigh. Keep lengthening through the back body. Spin your biceps up towards the ceiling, wrapping the outer arms down. On an inhale, press back into the fingertips, lifting your head and chest. Come back through center and walk all the way over to the left, twisting the other way. Now let those right ribs drop down as the left rib cage lifts up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out through the arms, sinking your hips back towards your heels. Triceps wrapping down towards the floor as the biceps open up to the ceiling. On an inhale, come to the fingertips, walk back through center. One final breath here, deep breath in. And exhale, let it feel nice as you stretch long. Good. On your next inhale, begin to lift your gaze. Come to your fingertips and walk your hands back towards your knees, lifting your torso up. Go ahead and bring the knees together. If you're comfortable here sitting on your feet, you can stay here in Virasana. Or if that's uncomfortable for you, just come into a cross-legged position. Good. Settle in. We're going to take some shoulder rolls here. Lift the shoulders up towards your ears. Feel the tension here. As you exhale, let your shoulder blades descend down your back. Feel that opening across the chest. Again, inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale to release. One more time, roll it all the way around. As you exhale, drop the shoulder blades and keep that opening across the chest. Good. Inhale, lifting up through the top of the head. Exhale, settle in. And dropping your right ear over towards your right shoulder, stretching long through the side of the neck. Keep those shoulder blades dropping down the back. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left ear over to the left shoulder, lengthen the neck. Keep the collarbones spread wide, chest open. Then inhale back through center. From here, reach your arms forward. Press out through the fingertips. And then lift your arms all the way up towards the ceiling, palms face each other. Notice if you're feeling that tension of the shoulder blades shifting up towards the ears and you're collapsing through the neck, drop those shoulder blades down, lengthen through the top of the head. Good. From here, as you exhale, spin your palms forward, bend the elbows, come to 90 degrees. And feel the shoulder blades slightly moving towards each other. Inhale, reach those fingertips up, lengthen through the arms. Keep the low ribs in towards each other rather than popping the torso forward. Exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Good. Feel the big muscles, your lats on the back body, pulling, squeezing as you drop those elbows down. Inhale, reach up. Last time, exhale, elbows bend, hold here. So keeping that chest broad. We're gonna move into another rotation of the shoulders here. As you exhale, send your fingertips forward, elbows straight back. Take an inhale. And exhale, now rotate the fingertips all the way to the ground. Notice if the shoulders start to cave in, keeping that chest open, shoulders stable. Inhale, come back through center and all the way up. Good. Exhale again, fingertips forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, press the fingertips down, keeping the shoulders spread, chest open. Good. Inhale, center, and all the way back up. One more time. Start to feel the whole back engage. Fingertips forward and all the way down. So our shoulder is one of the most mobile joints in the body. It takes a lot of muscles. Inhale back through center and up to keep that joint stable and free from injury. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers and spin your palms to the ceiling. Reach your palms all the way up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, see if you can send the arms back in line with the ears. So because the shoulder joint is so mobile, it offers a lot of space for injury to happen. One more breath. Exhale, release, bring your arms down. So we really need to make sure that we're stabilizing that shoulder blade to keep the shoulder safe as we move through other postures in yoga and also throughout our regular daily life. Inhale, reach your arms forward, all the way up. And this time as you exhale, you're gonna send the arms back, taking that full circular motion. Inhale, reach up, keep the lower ribs drawing in. Exhale, circle the arms back. One more time like that. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, circle it back. This time, hold your arms back. Send your fingertips towards the back wall. And notice the tips of the shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. Actively reach back through your fingertips. Good. Keep lifting tall through the spine, top of the head towards the ceiling. See if you can lift the blade of your hand up a little higher. One more breath. And then from here, just interlace your fingers, press your knuckles back. So feeling that deeper sensation of the shoulder blades coming towards each other as you open across the chest. Let's see if you can lift that blade of the hand, knuckles pressing back. Last inhale. And exhale, gently release. Go ahead and roll the shoulders again. Good. From here on your inhale, you're going to shift forward. If you're in a cross-legged position, you're just going to uncross the ankles and come all the way onto hands and knees, spreading your fingers wide, shoulders stack over the wrists, hips over your knees, tops of the toes down. Good. Just to release those knees, we're going to step the right leg long, pressing into the ball of the foot, and just a little rock forward and back. Press the heel back and then shift the weight forward into the palms. Good. One more time. And bend the knee, switch sides. Left leg steps back, pushing into the ball of the foot, kick back through your heel, and then shift it forward. Good. Think about a nice long spine here. Keep thinking about those shoulder blades moving, the tips of the shoulder blades moving down towards your waistband as you spread wide across your chest. Good. Bring that knee back in. On an inhale, drop your belly, widen the chest, gaze up, cow pose. And exhale, pressing down into the palms. Now feel the shoulder blades spreading apart as you lift the spine up in between the shoulder blades. Then again, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, rounding into cat. Really focusing on the movement of the shoulder blades. One more time. Inhale, gaze forward, spread across the chest. And exhale, round, push the floor away. Good. Inhale, come to neutral. From here, send your right arm forward alongside your ear, extend out through the fingertips, and then pull that shoulder blade down, make space for the neck. As you exhale, circle your arm back. Inhale, send it forward. Again, exhale, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. One more time, exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, reach forward. Good. Exhale, lift your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Spin your palm open and then rotate the chest. As you exhale, thread your arm underneath the left palm, sending your shoulder blade to the floor, thread the needle. Keep your sit bones lifted. You can press those hips in back in space. Make a little bit more length through the spine. Try to soften through that right shoulder. Just let it melt down into the earth. On your next inhale, press into that left palm and reach your right arm back up, opening your chest. Exhale, plant your palm. Inhale, send your left arm forward alongside your ear. Scooping the belly in and up, shifting forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate your arm, reach back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, circle. And notice what's happening with your right arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, circle. If you're dumping into that shoulder and the shoulder blade is dropping, see if you can lift up a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, this time fingertips to the ceiling as you lift your chest open. Good. Slide that left arm through, shoulder blade to the mat here. Side of your head comes all the way down to the floor. Lift those sit bones high and then press the hips back. See if you can rotate the chest. You can come up onto the right fingertips to get a little bit more rotation. Soften the muscles of the face, the shoulders. Settle in. On your next inhale, press back into the right palm and sweep your left arm open. Exhale, plant the palm back down onto the earth. Spread your fingers nice and wide. From here, you're going to step back both legs for plank pose. So coming onto the balls of the feet, feet hips distance apart. And notice what's happening with the shoulders here. So you're pressing the ground actively away. Your shoulders are stacking over your wrists, and the tips of the shoulder blades are still pulling down the back towards your waistband. You want to try and keep the shoulder blades flat against the back. So you don't want to find a winging effect, right? Where the shoulder blade is popping out of the back and there's a gap that you could kind of squeeze your finger underneath your shoulder blade in between your shoulder blade and the rest of your back. Keep kicking back through your heels, extend your heart forward, lengthen the spine, and breathe. Notice if your head is dropping down. Keep your gaze towards the front edge of your mat and press your skull up slightly towards the ceiling to keep your neck in line with the rest of the spine. Good. Last breath here. And then go ahead, exhale, bend your knees, come all the way back down to tabletop. Take a moment, you can circle out the wrists if you need to. We're gonna move into a modified side plank next. So from here, kick your left toes over to the left slightly and extend your right leg to the back of your mat. Reach your right arm up. Good. Again, pull the tip of the shoulder blade down towards your waistband. Open the heart. Actively stretch through your fingers. From here, drop your hand straight forward and then circle the arm up over the ear, extending that arm. So a lot of times what happens when we take an extended reach here with the arm over the ear is we go from here to here, and that shoulder lifts up towards the ear. We're squeezing that space rather than lengthening. So that's why I want to bring the arm forward first and then up and over. Good. One more breath. Exhale, come back down, tabletop. Plant your palms, step back, going back into that plank position. Feet hips distance apart, sending the heart forward, pull the tips of the shoulder blades down, belly in, and use your legs here. Activate your quads and your hamstrings. Press the backs of the legs up towards the ceiling. Good. Finding your steady breath in and out through your nose. Press actively into the base of your knuckles and your fingertips as you send the floor away from you. Good. 2 more breaths. Keep it going. Last inhale. And exhale, knees down, tabletop. Circle out the wrists. And then reset. Spread the fingers, shoulders forward. Kick those right toes a little to the right. Extend your left leg long and lift your left arm up. So notice what's happening with this right shoulder as you press the floor away. Keep that blade, the tip of the shoulder blade drawing down the back. Lengthen through the spine, top of the head to the front of your mat. Good. From here, send your arms straight forward and then exhale, rotate the arm up over the ear, extending that arm long. You can rotate the chest open a little bit more towards the ceiling. 1 more breath. And exhale, come all the way back down, tabletop. Good. From here, step it back, plank pose. Feet hips distance apart, just 1 inhale. Now exhale, lift your sit bones, reach up and back, downward facing dog. And take a few moments here, pedal out the legs. Find your way into the posture. And then notice what's going on with your shoulders. So you want to spread wide across the collarbones, opening the arms away from each other and spinning your inner arm towards the front of your mat. So your biceps are rotating open. Tips of the shoulder blades are drawing down towards your waistband. In this case, up because we're inverted. So up towards your waistband. Press the ground away. 1 more breath. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Just let your head feel heavy here as the neck lengthens. And on your next inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. As you exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift, fingertips towards your shin. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms, rise all the way to stand. Utthita Hastasana, arms extended as we stand in mountain pose. Good. Notice if your shoulders are squeezing up, let the shoulders plug down. And then spin your palms back, bend your right elbow, and then place your left hand on top of that right elbow, stretching out through your tricep. Using your fingertips, help guide that shoulder blade a little further down your back. Notice if the ribs are poking forward, pull them in towards the belly. Inhale, reach the arms straight back up, spin the palms back, bend your left elbow and press your right hand down on top. Keep the collarbones spread nice and wide, chest and heart open. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Try to keep the palms touching as you press the knuckles back. Good. Inhale, gaze towards the ceiling. Find a little bit more space as you press those knuckles further away from you. Tips of the shoulder blades drawing together. As you exhale, hinge forward just halfway and bend the knees if you need to. So we're coming to a half fold. Shift your weight forward into your big toes. And then see if you can continue to lift those knuckles higher towards the ceiling. Keeping that spine lengthening forward. Top of the head reaching towards the front of the room. Softening your gaze down towards your toes or the top of your mat. If you feel a lot of tension in the back body here, see if you can soften those muscles. And if you feel any pain at all, you gently want to come out. One more breath. Inhale, rise, releasing the interlace of the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart, fold in Uttanasana, forward fold. Releasing all the way through the front body. Inhale, lengthen halfway, fingertips towards your shin. Exhale, fold back in again, bend the knees if you need to. And inhale, circle your arms, reach up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms down. Step your left leg back. So you're coming into a lunge position. From here, see if you can come up onto your fingertips. Lengthen your heart forward as you sink back a little bit deeper into that front knee as you kick your back heel towards the back of the mat. Good. Exhale, plant your palms, step all the way back, plank pose. Feet hips distance apart, lengthen the spine, deep breath. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, shifting forward, plank. As you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest, step the foot between the hands. Help it out if it needs a little bit more help to get up there. And then take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step the left leg up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, inhale, circle the arms, lengthen out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step your right leg back this time. Into that lunge position, come up to the fingertips. See if you can spread across the chest, pull the tips of the shoulder blades down the back. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, send it forward, plank. Exhale, stepping the leg up. Maybe smaller steps to get it all the way there. Maybe you assist your leg with your hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Step the right leg up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. From here, inhale one more time, reach all the way up. And exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step straight back to downward facing dog. You're going to lift the hips straight up and back. Good. 2 breaths here. Inhale fully. Exhale, let it out. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, shift forward, plank position. Exhale, bend your knees onto the mat. Scooch the legs back slightly and lower all the way down onto the belly. Bring the tops of your feet to the floor. Think about pressing into the tops of the feet and stretch your arms back alongside your legs. Spin your palms down to face the floor. On an inhale, begin to lift your shoulder heads up off the floor, opening the heart, and reach your fingertips back towards your feet. Good. Press into the into the tops of the feet. Push into the pubic bone, see if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, lower down, bring your right ear to your mat. Let the shoulders relax down to the floor. Chin to the mat. Inhale again, lifting your chest, press your fingertips back. Keep the legs on the ground, half locust pose. And notice if your shoulders are flopping forward, see if you can engage the back muscles as you pull those shoulder blades down the back to lift a little higher. Keep your gaze gently forward down the tip of the nose. One more breath. Exhale, lower left ear to the floor. And you can release the shoulders, let them drop down towards the ground. Good. One more time, chin to the mat. Reach your fingertips back. This time, interlace your fingers. Trying to keep the palms touching as you slide the palms down towards the heels. Lifting your chest. Open up across your chest. Shoulder blades draw together. Push the knuckles back. Keep the feet on the ground. Pubic bone pressing into the floor. See if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, release. Bring your arms forward, bending the elbows so the palms are just in front of the shoulders. And lift up for Sphinx pose. So as if you could just pull your whole body in between your arms. Broaden the collarbones. Press down into the forearms and your palms. Soften here. You might close your eyes. If you begin to have thoughts pulling you out of your focus, see if you can come back to focusing on your breath. Keep your neck long, feel the shoulder blades descend away from your ears. Last inhale. And exhale, lower onto the belly. Good. From here, you're going to open your arms wide like airplane wings. We'll take a supine shoulder stretch. Now, this can be pretty deep if you're feeling tight in the shoulders already. So take it easy. You're going to come up onto your fingertips on both hands. So left and right fingertips are pressing into the floor. And then bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Stay on the fingertips. You're going to start to rock over towards the left. And you're going to keep your left fingertips pressing into the ground. So the shoulder head is lifted off the floor. And you're going to rotate as much as you can. You might step your right foot behind your left leg. If that's too much, you just take a smaller rotation. Try to keep that left shoulder lifted up off of the ground. Stretch out. And one more breath. Exhale, come all the way back to the belly. Extend your right arm, press into the fingertips. Left fingertips come underneath the left shoulder. Stay up on the right fingertips as you rock over towards the right. And then again, maybe it's just a small opening. Maybe you can step that left foot behind your right leg as you stretch out through your right shoulder. Take it at your own pace. Again, this can be a really intense stretch. So take it easy. One more breath. And come all the way back to the belly. Release. Gently shake the hips side to side. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Pull those elbows straight back. Inhale, lift cobra pose. And exhale, sink all the way back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Forehead to the mat. Last deep breath here. On your next inhale, gaze forward, press into the fingertips, walk your hands back towards your knees. Slide the legs together and just sweep your legs out to one side. We'll come into seated. So extend your legs forward. You can move the flesh of your buttocks out and away, feeling your sit bones rooting down. Bring your hands beside you, your fingertips facing your heels. Lift tall through the spine. Expand across your chest. Feel those shoulder blades drop down the back. Dandasana staff pose. And one more breath. And then from here, you're going to bring your hands back slightly further, a couple of inches. Bend in your knees to set up for reverse tabletop. Now again, this can be a pretty intense shoulder opener, so take it at your own pace. Feet hips distance apart, toes forward. Press into your palms as you start to lift your hips up off the ground. Maybe you get this far and you're feeling it in your shoulders, and you can stay there. If you're ready to lift those hips higher, what we're aiming for is a nice flat tabletop. Again, notice that the shoulders are starting to hinge forward. Try to keep the collarbones opening. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Maybe you let your head drop all the way back. Try not to let those hips melt down. Press up towards the ceiling. One more breath. As you exhale, slowly begin to bend your elbows. Come all the way down. Reach your arms forward. And as you exhale, slowly lower down onto the back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Hold onto the shins. Take a little rock side to side. Inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Lengthen your legs. Stretch long. As you exhale, bring your fingertips towards the ceiling and all the way down alongside you. And one last stretch of the shoulders before we come to finish in Shavasana. Reach your right arm across your chest, holding onto your wrist with your left hand. And reach out through the fingertips. Keep sliding that shoulder blade down the back, making space for the neck. One more breath. Exhale, release. Switch sides, left arm up and over. Grab onto the wrist and just draw the fingertips across towards the right side. Notice if that left shoulder is trying to migrate up towards the ear. Tip of the shoulder blade lowers down the back. And last breath. And exhale, gently release. Go ahead and bring your arms alongside you with your palms up. And see if you can get those shoulder blades to settle all the way into the ground. Shavasana, final rest. Taking this time to allow the body to absorb the practice and to build new patterns, new habits, so that we can create space for change. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready to begin to come out of Shavasana, take a final deep breath. Exhale, let everything go, sinking down into the floor. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly start to circle wrists and ankles. On your next inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet down on the mat. And gently drop the knees to the right, rocking over to that right side. Left hand in front of the heart. Plant that palm on the ground, take a deep breath. And as you're ready, slowly lift all the way back up. Find a comfortable cross-legged position on the mat. Or any comfortable position, you don't have to cross the legs. Take one final inhale, lift tall through the spine. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, bowing your chin towards your chest. Thank yourself for making time for this practice today. Thank you for committing to be here on your mat. Namaste.